There it was, caught on camera, looped endlessly, dissected by the outrage machine.
This is just a short time ago.
Maryland head basketball coach Brenda Frese inches from the face of star guard Oluchi Okananwa, voice raised, intensity unmistakable, in the heat of a crushing March Madness loss to North Carolina. And right on cue, the pearl clutching began. Too aggressive, unacceptable, out of line. Really? Are we actually still doing this? Are we just going to continue going down this maddening, tear-soaked, crying towel road? Let's get something straight before we all retreat further into this padded, bubble-wrapped version of reality we seem so desperate to build. Sports are not supposed to be comfortable. They are not designed to protect feelings. They are not a safe space for emotional fragility. They are at their core a proving ground of will, of discipline, of accountability. And yes, sometimes that means a coach gets right in your face.
I need you to lock in and stop being distracted, all right? I believe in you, but you've got to want the smoke. This isn't my story, all right?
Brenda Frese didn't commit a crime. She didn't throw a punch. She didn't demean or belittle her player in some grotesque display of power. She did what coaches have done for generations when the stakes are high and the moment demands more. She demanded better. Now, if that makes you uncomfortable, that says more about you than it does about her. I mean, come on, we've seen this movie before. Bobby Knight built a Hall of Fame career turning up the heat, sometimes too much, yes, but also pushing players to levels they didn't know they could reach.
Had his back turned was Lewis, and then Lewis is told something by Bob Knight, and then he had something to say going the other end, and you can see that Lewis is ticked off, and then Lewis walks away while Bob Knight is talking to him, and Bob Knight grabs him back. And I mean, this is in no uncertain terms, and now you see a much calmer head prevail, but I'm telling you, that was a pretty heated exchange there.
Nick Saban made a living barking at five-star recruits who suddenly realized talent alone doesn't cut it.
You all don't remember the Georgia Southern game, do you? I don't think we had a guy on that field that didn't play in the NFL, and about 4 or 5 of them were first-round draft picks. And I think that team won a national championship, but I'm not sure. And they run through our ass like shit through a tin horn, man, and we could not stop them. Could not stop them. Could not stop them.
Gino Auriemma, he's been riding players hard for decades, and somehow, some way, shockingly, UConn keeps producing champions.
You said that this is the best you've seen Paige play. What impresses you the most about the way she just continues to find new ways to step up and elevate this team?
Did I really say that? That that's the best I've seen her play? That came out of my mouth? Well, that's the most I've seen her shoot. And she was really bad defensively, so we can't just let her off the hook that easily. We still got hopefully a couple more games to go before she gets canonized.
Because here's the truth that gets lost in all the noise. Greatness is not coaxed out of people with soft tones and gentle suggestions. It's forged in uncomfortable moments. It's sharpened by confrontation. It's built when someone looks you dead in the eye and says, "That's not good enough." And for the record, athletes know this. Good athletes know it's coming. Future great athletes bask and bathe in it to make them the absolute best they can be. They sign up for it willingly. Oluchi Okananwa didn't accidentally wander into a Division I program. She didn't stumble into March Madness. She is an elite competitor operating in an elite environment where expectations are sky high and emotions run even higher. So when a coach raises their voice in a critical moment, it's not abuse, it's urgency, it's investment. It's a refusal to accept mediocrity when excellence is within reach. Now, let's be adults for a moment. There is a line. And when coaches cross it, when it becomes demeaning, personal, or physically threatening, that's not coaching anymore. That's abuse. And it should be called out every single time.
Sources tell ABC 7 News that during a meeting in September, head women's basketball coach Keith Brown scolded various players, one for getting angry with herself.
You're a grown woman, and you done been through this up and down 100 times over. Your solution to the problem is not to get frustrated and hit a wall and up so we ain't got no, because that's stupid. So that comes under Keith Brown's, so I have my own vocabulary, if you didn't notice. You're a dumb.
Sources say he singled out another player for not getting along with teammates.
You're being defiant just to be defiant. Am I correct? Yeah. So, in other words, now that was a Georgetown term. Okay. So now I'm gonna translate these for the Keith Brown. So you with me just to with me. Is that what it is? Because if you being defiant just to be defiant, you with me. So you with me. See, that's how I see it. See, I'm from the hood. I'm an educated from the hood.
We've seen these cases over and over again. Programs where fear replaces respect. Situations where players are broken down instead of built up. That's real, and it's wrong. But this? What Frese did? This wasn't that. This was intensity. This was competition. This was a coach in the middle of a high-stakes loss refusing to watch her team drift without a fight. Frankly, gotta tell you, it's refreshing. Because what's far more concerning is how quickly we're labeling anything uncomfortable as unacceptable. We have created a culture where raised voices are treated like violence, where accountability is mistaken for cruelty, and where toughness is somehow seen as a character flaw. It's not. It's a requirement. You don't get to the top of anything, sports, business, life, by being coddled. You get there by being pushed, by being challenged, by having someone in your corner who cares enough to demand more, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. So yes, bravo, Coach Frese. Bravo for coaching like the moment mattered. Bravo for expecting excellence instead of accepting excuses. Bravo for reminding everyone that competition isn't supposed to feel good all the time. To the athletes watching this unfold, and the commentators rushing to soften every edge, here, I've got a simple reality check. If you want to be great, you better be ready to be uncomfortable. You had better be ready to be challenged. And you had better develop just a little toughness along the way. Because the real world doesn't whisper. It demands. And we're way past time to demand some of that smart toughness along the way.